This is nuts in Chicago.
Some detractors that will push back on me and say, the only thing that the mayor talks about is the hiring of black people. No, what I'm saying is when you hire our people, we always look out for everybody else.
I'm not denying that I do this thing. I'm saying it's a good thing. Good God.
We are the most generous people on the planet. I don't know too many cultures that have play cousins. That's how generous we are. We just make somebody a family member, right?
I know what play cousins are. It doesn't change anything. You guys turn on each other all the time. Play cousins are forgotten. It's just something that's said. The idea that you have a tradition of saying, oh yeah, that's my cousin when we're just close friends. When I was a kid, I had an uncle that was just my father's coworker, but it's like, yeah, he was my cousin. Like his kids were my cousins. We had play cousins, didn't make us more generous than anybody else, but the idea is saying we're the most generous people. The only thing we don't do is hire other races. Like, good God, how is he saying these things and getting applause? And he's just sitting there nodding and smiling. This is nuts.
This is how we are. And so business and economic neighborhood development, the deputy mayor is a black woman. Department of Planning and Development is a black woman.
Why is this a win?
Infrastructure, deputy mayor, is a black woman. Chief operations officer is a black man.
This is how we are.
Budget director is a black woman.
Judging people on their skin color.
Senior advisor is a black man.
And here's the thing, is all those people in those positions he could have read off might be the best in their field. They might be the best comptroller, the best deputy ops mayor, all these things. They could be great, but the simple fact that you say we only hire this specific ethnicity because we are the most generous is saying I don't care about their qualifications, and it's actually harming them. Because what if I'm like the best, if I'm get hired to become the deputy ops over there, I get hired to become the comptroller, and they say, but we only hired you because you're black, because you're the most giving. That takes away from all of my actual accomplishments, my abilities, my education, all that stuff goes out the window because you are openly a blacks are better person doing it to applause, and yet they don't see the problem. And here's the problem is also whenever somebody gets in that position and they have any criticism, people are going to use this statement right here to go after them.
And I'm laying that out because when you ask how do we ensure that our people get a chance to grow their business?
We only can grow our business is if we hire you based on color, not based on merit, not based by the content of your character. It is just because skin color. It is sad. It is sad because I believe this is a federal crime. You can't do this, and yet he's openly saying it to applause.
At the airport, particularly in the cargo. And do you know there's never been a prime construction company that has led growth for an airport, particularly in cargo, anywhere in the United States of America? But BOA Construction received the prime construction contract at O'Hare under my administration. It's the first black prime construction worker company to have a prime contract anywhere in the United States of America.
Yep. This could be just incidental and they're the first company, that'd be great for them. But the idea that you did it not the idea that it was just they're the best equipped, they're the best price, they're just the most skilled construction company. It's because of the race. That was it.
And that's critical, not just for BOA Construction, but for the lives that he's going to transform because he's hiring them. But it's also critical for other major construction companies or mid-sized construction companies that are black owned to know that there is a mayor who sees them and is going to work hard to ensure that whether you're developing homes, whether you are, looking to help take advantage of the opportunities through aviation, whether it's entrepreneurship to provide a service, that there are resources available for you in the city of Chicago. And one thing that I know for sure that I have to do over these next 2 years, every single dime that our people have been robbed of, I want to make sure that that is returned 2, 3-fold, because I believe in something.
This is reparations then. This isn't promoting people based on merit. It's reparations. And maybe Sunshine says, and you wonder why there's division amongst people with these racist leaders, and it's true.
called press down, running over. That is what we have to make sure that happens within our communities.
Yeah.
And
it's just it's put there to divide us. It's only going to cause people to say either like for jealousy saying, well, why, how come my Asian known company didn't get that contract? And you sitting there saying, well, it's because money was stolen from our society, from our culture, from our people. So now we got to give it back to them by making sure that Decoy Voice can get his company on the forefront because he is too much of an Asian person and not enough of this person. Craziness. What about the Irish? Yeah, exactly. What about all the people that were taking advantage? Irish need not apply was a huge thing that happened in early America. I don't see anything about that. What about all the people, all the Japanese put in internment camps for what the Japanese were doing, the Japanese government was doing overseas? I don't see much about that, but here we are saying, let's just continue to divide us. Because honestly, I don't really see too many Japanese harping on the crimes that occurred before. I don't see too many of the descendants of indentured servants doing the same thing, and yet they keep on harping on it, not to bring us together, not to try to apologize for things, but to just keep us divided. It is sad.